Alright, Cade, we're going to review this. For the rest of you guys that are going to be watching this is Cade, who is a member here at the Ogre Compound. He and his dad and his mother and brother train here. Cade is just turned 14 years old. This is a 355-pound attempt. He had pulled 295 and 335 prior.
Tension in the bar, tension in the bar. Sit back, sit back, sit back. Stay with us.
Okay. Here's where the miss happened. Now let me preface this. Cade is a real fighter. He's very mild-mannered. Yes sir, no sir, just an awesome kid. But with his lifting, he's very fiery, very impassioned, to the point of being emotional. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a 14-year-old kid. To want something so badly, and to be so distraught when it doesn't happen. Now that means we've got to learn how to harness that. We've got to be able to channel that. But let's keep in mind, a month ago he was 13 years old, so this is something that is very, very exciting to see. So watch what happens. You can see as he lines up when he gets ready to pull. Now right there, see how he's bending the knee into the bar, and so right here we've got an angle. I'd like to see him with the fanny down a little more so we get that shin it's not going to be perpendicular, but we want less angle there. I want that fanny down and the chest up a little more. Same thing with some other lifters, where you see how far those shoulders are over the bar, so when you do pull, it raises the hips, pushes the weight out in front of us. By the same token, you'll see he loosens the arms and jerks. Every time you jerk the weight, chest is going to drop, butt's going to raise up. And with Cade, he's a football player, got the butt of a football player and big old tree trunk legs. And so we put the focus on the lower back and hamstrings, and we take away what is his bread and butter, and that's those big old legs. So watch. See how he jerks? That left knee caves in. You see the tilt to the left, and then he's out of balance. Of course, now he's pissed. So we're going to forward it.
If you feel those knees wanting to cave in, you're going to push them back out.
I'm sorry for the glare from that ceiling light.
No big deal. We're going to knock this out, okay?
Now watch how close he gets. Again, jerks.
There you go.
Knees cave in, especially on the left.
Sit back, sit back.
He surprises him. Boom, almost. I mean, a little bit more, and then he's above the knees. And I can assure you, if he gets it above the knees, then that weight's going to go. Now, what I will say is a little bit of form work, and this weight's going to go. Now, here's the exciting thing. He was pissed. I mean, there's no question. He was very upset. But what we did is we lowered the weight to 300, and we did 6 singles, really focusing on form and learning how to drive that groin forward and using the hips once it breaks the knees. 14-year-old kid pushing the envelope at a 355-pound deadlift attempt. And then after he missed it twice, we go back, actually a third time, that was basically as close as the second attempt that you see in the video. Then we go and we do 300 for 6 singles, working and focusing on form. So you want to talk about an ogre in training. This kid is going to be a monster. And the great thing, he's got great parents, and he's a very yes sir, no sir. He gets it, and he's a really good kid. So anyway, hopefully we can all learn from something, from something like this, where the foot placement, shin placement, letting the knees cave in, that whole thing. There's a lot to learn here. All right, Cade, good job. We're going to pull 360 next time we test, so be ready.